I'm Julia Ain-Krupa, and this is the Impatient Moviegoer. Today I want to talk to you about another Oscar-nominated film, Women Talking. Based on the novel by Miriam Taves, Women Talking is an ensemble piece adapted and directed by Sarah Polley and produced by Frances McDormand and Dee Dee Gardner. Gardner's Plan B Pictures is known for bringing us Moonlight. Set in what is referred to as the Colony, a religious community where women wear starched uniforms, their hair covered and pulled back to expose makeup-free faces. Women Talking centers around a sisterhood of women who spend their days lived out in devotion to their men, to their families, and to their religious obligation of kindness and forgiveness. The story unfolds as these women decide whether or not to stay and confront their abusers, or to leave home and all that is familiar, and risk being denied entry into the kingdom of heaven. Quote. The Colony is a place that seems to exist out of time, though we are told that in fact it is 2010 where the story takes place, a shocking truth that we are faced with when a census enumerator passes through the nearby open fields, blasting the Monkees' Daydream Believer over a loudspeaker. This moment in the film is jarring and works as a strange reality check. Given the layout of the story, it is almost worrisome to see the census taker's relaxed, smiling face, captured in reflection as he speaks to the girls from the safety of his car. There's something menacing about seeing a man's face from the outside world, as if we do not know what he will do. There's also something disturbing about seeing the outside world at all, as if we too wish to remain cloistered in this atmosphere that has already been laid out before us. This film tells a story that is as old as time, and yet to hear it told and laid out in this way feels so revolutionary that the film is almost futuristic in its bold courage. As women watching Women Talking, we become aware of this river of truth as it starts to flow. What we see here is a bond that is shared, one that we already know, but that has been rarely illustrated with such clarity and truth. It is like watching your insides being turned out for the world to see with a circle of ancestors who will never let you fail by your side. What is so impressive about this film, aside from the stunning and incredibly moving performances of Jessie Buckley, Ben Whishaw, Claire Foy, Rooney Mara, Judith Ivey, Sheila McCarthy, and the entire ensemble cast, is the choice that Polley has made to minimize images of violence and trauma, leaving them to fleeting flashbacks where they belong. This careful choice lends a feeling of safety and the sense that we can trust Polley to take us there, knowing that the boundaries have been respectfully defined in order for this conversation to be had. Shot by Luc Montpellier, Women Talking's imagery calls upon familiar and comforting cinematic language reminiscent of Terrence Malick's work in his appreciation of North American rural landscapes. The choice that Montpellier has made here is to shoot in a tone that I would describe as half-color, creating a desaturated environment that lends a feeling of mundane endlessness to this world. The visual impact is effective so that when there is sun, we feel the golden rays on our skin, and when there's blood, as there always is in flashes of remembrance, the color red stands out, exploding onto the screen, getting under our skin, shocking us into feeling. There's a moment in the film that perfectly illustrates the bond between these women, and it does so in a manner that exceeds the many devastating monologues, the silent exchanges, the howling laughter, and the tears of these women as they debate how to proceed with their lives. Rather, it comes in a subtle aside, one that could easily be missed, where the two youngest members of the group, still children in many ways, who mostly sit together throughout the conversation, listening and holding hands, have interwoven their hair to form one shared braid. It is in this subtle image, along with the uniform that they share, so perfectly executed by designer Keita Alfred, that the strength of their solidarity is demonstrated. It is an image that I found unforgettable in its primordial power. What follows is an act of female imagination. These are the words that play across the screen at the start of the film. A reminder that the world we're entering allows for a kind of empowerment unfamiliar to many women throughout history and also many women living in the world today. But what we encounter here is something new. It is not only a portrait of hardship, but it is also the fulfillment of a need to be heard, a need to be seen and understood, to have it all said out loud. It is longing released. Women Talking is like a hymn, a chorus of hope played out in an amphitheater that is the hayloft of the imagined. But it is very real, so real, that it is almost impossible not to feel broken open as a witness, and even called to take a stand in one's own life. We are leaving because our faith is stronger than the rules, bigger than our life, one woman pronounces, as the decision to depart is being made. Words that still give me chills. And I apologize for the loud sirens because we are in New York City. It is this sifting through of emotion and thought, of fury and of horror, to a point of kindness and understanding that gives us the feeling that we have walked through the valley of the shadow along with these women, that there is a kind of expansive and shimmering possibility that exists on the other side. Not everyone has a mother or sister or a friend to hold our hand as we go, but Women Talking creates a wider and higher authority, a sense that there is a framework, that even from a distance together we will not fall. The price may be high and the loss great, but there is a phoenix rising from the ashes, a new incandescent beginning waiting at the end of a terrible road. At one point in the film, the character Ona says that she wants to create a new religion focused on love. Through the film, we come to understand that love, in its highest form, actually looks like truth. For this reason, above all, I believe that Women Talking is an important film, one that will stay in our minds and hearts for a long time to come. So, thank you for listening. I hope you will see the film. Until next time, keep watching movies, keep looking for the beauty. I'm Julia Ain-Krupa, and this is The Impatient Moviegoer. Have a beautiful day and see you soon.